friends, students, and enthusiasts. Welcome back once again. So one more project that is a very simple project based on our medical testing and maintenance. So this is a medical related project. We have so many projects already present on this particular topic, but this is very simple for the beginners who want to start with very little or very small amount. Like the components what we have used here are very, very cheap. All right, so the name of the project is IoT-based basic patient health monitoring system using ESP32, that is called as NodeMCU. So this is very cheap. NodeMCU is cheaper than your ESP32. So what is the advantages of this project? The advantages is it's a wireless monitoring. Well, that's why we call it as IoT. Okay, so let's go to a little deeper. So what is the project overview? This project continues to monitor a patient's heart rate and body temperature. Heart rate and body temperature, because we have used only two sensors here, and which are connected to your NodeMCU. The measured values are displayed on OLED. Of course, we have used an OLED small OLED screen, and also sent to the dashboard or Wi-Fi for remote monitoring. That means you can send it to your connected computer or your connected phone. What are the features of this? That is real-time heartbeat monitoring. You can see, you can BPM rates, you can measure beat per minute rate with all this. Body temperature monitoring, that what is the body temperature? That also you can monitor. Then you have already live display. You will be, the live display will be seen. That means the sensitivity will be shown that where on your computer or dashboard. Web dashboard using ESP8266 web server will be there. We have generating a web server for that. Wi-Fi based IoT monitoring, mobile and PC, browsing, access, simple and low cost. That is the main idea. That is, it is very simple and low cost. Real-time observation you do, where we use it: hospital, home, healthcare, ambulance monitoring, elderly care, remote clinics. So accordingly, you can just put a name and you can add some more sensors and you can check the things. All right, so what are the components required? NodeMCU, one we have taken. Pulse generator, very simple. You can see the figure over here. This is the pulse generator we have taken. LM35 temperature sensor you can take, or otherwise you can take DS18B20 sensor. This is the sensor. Or LM35 will be like a transistor, so very small transistor shaped with 3 legs. Then we have used already display. This is the display 1.3 inches or I2C, which works on I2C principle. And that we have used. Breadboard, one jumper wire, USB cable, and Wi-Fi network. So these are my required things. Then how the connections are given, like OSD is given connected to D2 and D1 and supplies from 3.3 volts from the node MCU or ESP8266. Pulse sensor also is given to A0. Please remember, it was taking, we are connecting it to the analog side. DS1820 connection, that is temperature sensor, we can give connected to backup into D4. That also works on 3.30. Please remember, all of them are working on 3.3 volt common supply. One more thing you have to keep it in mind, that the connect the 4.7K resistor between data pin, that is when you are taking the temperature, get the accurate temperature from data D4, you have connect the 4.7K resistor between the VCC, that is 3.3 volts. We call it as a polar resistor. A simple diagram which I have made on walkthrough software. So pulse DB20 temperature sensor, pulse sensor is there. And here I was not getting ESP, so I just took ESP32 as an ESP8266, right? The connections are correct only. So you have to, how the connections will be there, you can just have a look about it. Instead of ESP32, you have to use ESP8266. So let's go to our lab and just check exactly how the things are coming up. All right, it's fine. So we are in our lab. So this is our IoT health monitoring system. So first of all, I will just show you, this is the pulse monitoring, that is for heartbeat monitor or pulse monitor, very cheap. Our SSD display, right? And this is our main controller, that is ESP8266, or we call it as a NodeMCU also. This is my temperature sensor, okay? And this is the parameters which are coming on my mobile phone. That is, I will get the parameters. You can see I'm putting my hand now. It will take a little time, and it should show the BPM figures. One second, please. Now it has come. Okay, 45 it is showing, but it should be more than that. because how you place your hand, that is important for us. Okay, I will just tell you how to start it. I'm resetting it again. Just watch it. Reset button pressed. Connecting to Wi-Fi. Okay, connecting to Wi-Fi, you will get Wi-Fi IP address. Same IP address. See, now the IP address has come. Same IP address, you have to put it here. You can see on the top the IP address and the parameters are there. Okay, so again, just watch it. I put my finger on that. So sometimes it takes a little time, and you will get this thing. Temperature is okay because temperature parameters are, it is okay. All right, so now it is 54. Suddenly, gently you have to hold it so that 97. Okay, this is 97 was correct, I believe. Okay, so 95. Okay, this is also okay. So 95 is the correct value. Here also you are getting the same value. Correct. So this is simple IoT health monitoring system. That is, we take it as an IoT. Okay. So very simple connection. Please remember, I have used one resistor here for temperature. That is the data to supply 4.7K. This is my A0. That is going to my heartbeat sensor. Please remember, this is my heartbeat sensor, or pulse sensor, you can call it as. And these two SDL SCA pins are for my monitoring. That is my that is my display. And I have given 3.3 from here. So only two sensors we have used, and how it is working you can just see. Okay, so this is a very simple project with IoT. Only two these things are there, that is only two sensors are there and related to your medical. Okay, so just I'm trying to show it to you. Okay, I hope you will like it, and if you like it, please share with your friends. But this code also I have taken out from ChatGPT, or you can take the help of any of the AI functions. One video I'll make how you write the prompts and all, so that you get the correct codes and without any errors, and how the things can be done. I will make a separate video on that. So anyhow, so this is my IoT based patient health monitoring system. So these are the first of the included libraries. That is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 libraries. You can see here at the beginning. Okay. So I've used DS1820, 18B20. So you have to use one wire, and these two libraries are very important. Okay, when you are using that particular sensor. These two libraries are for your display, and of course, these are .h and Wi-Fi.h for related to your ESP8266. Okay, OLED screen is there, and SSB1306 password, and this thing we have to give it since it has to be web server. Then you have to give the SSID and password of your Wi-Fi. And how the pin connections are being given, you can just go for it. Only two sensors, B4 and A0. Right? Or the BPM, it starts with 0, and this is my HTML page. That means how it will be looking in on your computer when you open a web browser, when you get a IP address. Please remember, when you load this program, tools and all the tools are your this thing tools, you have to select the board, that is NodeMCU board, that is 20, and you have to check the correct port. When you load this program, when you press serial monitor, of course, you will get a IP address over here. Of course, the display on display, what you are using, if the connections are correct, you will get an IP address on that also. Okay. So these are the simple codes. You can certainly try. I'm going to share this code with you. And of course, you can take help of ChatGPT or any other AI platform. But the only thing is how to write the codes or how to write the prompts. That is an important part, folks. Okay. I hope you like this. So, see you next time. Thank you very much for watching.